Pick up your favorite tub of ice cream and read the front carefully. A lot of them don't actually say ice cream anymore, they say frozen dairy dessert in the smallest letters the label allows. That's not a random rebrand. It's a legal admission that there isn't enough real cream inside to earn the name. I'm Sophie. I read the cartons so the pretty lid doesn't fool you. Today I'm exposing 8 kinds of ice cream too. Leave in the freezer aisle and 3 that are the honest, real thing. Number 1 is the tub almost everybody grabs because it's cheap. Here's the rule most people never learn. In the United States, to legally print the words ice cream on the carton, a product has to be at least 10% milk fat and meet a real standard. When a company cuts, the cream to save money swaps in air, gums, oils, and corn syrup. It drops below that line and legally can no longer call it ice cream. So it invents a new name, frozen dairy dessert. Same freezer, same price, same happy cartoon on the lid, less of the one ingredient you're actually paying for. Let's count down. Number 8, anything labeled frozen dairy dessert. This is the big one, so look for it tonight. Some of the most famous ice cream names in America quietly switched half their line to this. It is not ice cream. By the government's own definition, it's a cheaper formula with less butterfat, propped up with stabilizers. So it still feels creamy on your tongue. You're paying an ice cream price for a dairy dessert. Number 7, the super cheap, super fluffy tubs that feel weirdly light. That lightness has a name, overrun. It's the amount of air whipped into the ice cream. Cheap brands can pump in almost double their volume in air, then sell it to you by the carton, not by weight. You reach for a big tub thinking you got a deal. Half of what you carried home is literally air. Number 6, the neon, cartoon-colored flavors aimed straight at kids. Bubblegum blue, Superman, that radioactive-looking birthday cake. Those colors are artificial dyes, red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 1. In Europe, foods with some of these dyes carry a warning label about effects on children's attention. Same dye, same scoop, just without the warning on this side of the ocean. Let me stop you right here, because this is the trick that gets everybody. You grew up with these brands. You see the same logo, the same swirl, the same word creamy, and your brain fills in ice cream. But the company already told you the truth in tiny print, because the law made them. Frozen dairy dessert means they took out enough cream that they lost the right to the name. You are paying premium ice cream money for the budget version of the recipe. Turn the carton around. The front is marketing, the back is the law. Number 5, ice cream and frozen desserts made with vegetable oil, palm oil, or coconut oil instead of real dairy cream. Cream is expensive. Refined oil is cheap. So some products quietly replace the butterfat with oil and cover the difference with flavoring. If the fat in your dessert is coming from a palm plantation instead of a cow, you deserve to know that before you pay for cream. Number 4, the tubs with a long tail of gums and emulsifiers. Guar gum, carrageenan, cellulose gum, monocore, and diglycerides, polysorbate 80. Now, real ice cream sometimes uses a little stabilizer, so this isn't about panic, it's about proportion. When the recipe leans on a whole stack of them, it's usually because there isn't enough cream and egg to hold it together on its own. The gums are doing the cream's job. Number 3, the tubs sweeten mostly with corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup instead of sugar, and flavored with artificial flavor instead of the real thing. It's cheaper to make and it reads sweeter, but you're another step away from actual vanilla, actual strawberries, actual anything. The ingredient list tells on them every time. Number 2, the novelty bars, cones, and ice cream sandwiches. These stack almost every red flag at once. The coating is often a frozen dessert made with oil, the filling is airy and gummed, and the whole thing is colored and artificially flavored. There's a reason a cheap ice cream sandwich can sit out and barely melt into a puddle, there's not much real cream in there to melt. And number one, the one almost everybody grabs, the giant bargain price gallon tubs whose entire selling point is that they're huge and cheap. I'm not telling you it'll hurt you. I'm telling you the math is simple. Real cream costs real money. So when a bucket of ice cream is shockingly cheap, the cream got replaced with air, oil, corn syrup, and gums. You're carrying home a giant tub of mostly the cheap stuff. So, how do you find the real thing in the same freezer aisle? Here's exactly what to look for. The rule is simple. Read the front and the back before you trust the lid. Real ice cream will actually say the words. And here's a free test at home. Let a scoop sit on the fit counter. Real ice cream melts into smooth, rich cream. The fake stuff collapses into a strange, foamy, half-melted blob. Cream melts. Chemistry doesn't. So let's fix your freezer. These next three are the patterns I'd actually put in the cart in full. Honesty, every brand has different flavors with different recipes. So I'm telling you what to look for, and you still confirm it on the exact carton in your hand. Nobody's paying me, and no lid is above being flipped. Over. Clean pick 1, a true ice cream with a 5-ingredient label. Cream, milk, sugar, egg yolks, and the 4 days. Actual flavor. The premium pints, like a plain Haagen-Dazs vanilla, are famous for exactly this short list. Clean pick 2, the simple and organic brands, the ones like Strauss or Alden's Organic that skip the dyes, skip the oil, and keep the gum list almost empty. Clean pick 3, any brand, store brand included, that passes the back of carton test. It says ice cream, the list is short, no artificial dyes, no vegetable oil, no long stack of gums. The name on the tub matters far less than the list on the back. So here's the whole thing in one breath. If the carton says frozen dairy dessert, it already told you it's not ice cream. Skip the air-filled bargain tubs, the crayon colors, and the oil and gum recipes. Look for the words ice cream, a short list, and a scoop that's heavy in your hand and melts like cream. This is opinion plus published research, not medical advice. So read your own labels and enjoy your treat on purpose. I'm Sophie. I'll keep flipping the carton over so you keep your money in your cream. Subscribe to Sophie Exposes. Because next week, I'm opening up your morning coffee creamer, and oh, you are not ready.